The Pharaoh Djedefptah of the Old Kingdom. Pharaoh Djedefptah remains an enigmatic figure in the rich tapestry of ancient Egyptian history. As one of the lesser-known rulers of the Old Kingdom, his reign is often overshadowed by the more prominent pharaohs such as Khufu, Khafre, and Menkaure. Yet, Djedefptah's rule, however brief, contributes to our understanding of the complexities and nuances of this ancient civilization. Early life and background. The details of Djedefptah's early life are shrouded in mystery. Unlike many of his predecessors and successors, there is a paucity of records detailing his upbringing, familial connections, and rise to power. It is believed that Djedefptah was born into the royal family, possibly a son or a close relative of a preceding pharaoh. The absence of substantial records from his early years makes it difficult to construct a comprehensive biography. What little we know about Djedefptah's origins comes from sparse archaeological findings and the writings of later historians. These suggest that Djedefptah grew up in a period of relative stability within the Old Kingdom, a time marked by the flourishing of monumental architecture, advances in art and writing, and a strong centralized government. Ascension to the throne. Djedefptah's ascension to the throne is not well documented, leading to speculation about the circumstances that led to his rise to power. The transition of power in ancient Egypt could be fraught with intrigue, and it is possible that Djedefptah's ascent was no exception. Some theories suggest that he might have been a successor chosen due to the lack of a direct heir from the preceding pharaoh, while others propose a possible power struggle or palace intrigue. Despite the uncertainty surrounding his rise to power, Djedefptah assumed the throne during a critical period in the Old Kingdom. His reign is believed to have been relatively short, which might account for the limited historical and archaeological records associated with him. Reign and administration. The reign of Djedefptah, though brief, was part of the larger narrative of the Old Kingdom, often referred to as the Age of the Pyramids. This period was characterized by remarkable achievements in architecture, administration, and culture. While there is limited information about specific events or policies during Djedefptah's rule, we can infer certain aspects based on the general characteristics of the era. Architectural contributions. One of the hallmarks of the Old Kingdom was the construction of monumental pyramids, which served as tombs for the pharaohs. Djedefptah's contributions to this architectural legacy remain unclear due to the lack of surviving structures definitively attributed to him. However, it is plausible that he continued the tradition of pyramid building, perhaps commissioning smaller structures or temples that have yet to be discovered or correctly identified. The construction of pyramids and other monumental projects required a highly organized administrative system and the mobilization of vast resources. This suggests that even a lesser-known pharaoh like Djedefptah would have had access to significant administrative and economic capabilities, allowing him to leave a mark, however subtle, on the architectural landscape of ancient Egypt. Administrative reforms. During the Old Kingdom, the administration of Egypt was highly centralized, with the pharaoh at the apex of the hierarchy. Djedefptah would have inherited a well-established bureaucratic system, including a network of officials, scribes, and regional governors, nomarchs. This system facilitated the efficient management of resources, taxation, and labor, which were essential for sustaining the state's monumental building projects and overall stability. While specific administrative reforms or initiatives undertaken by Djedefptah are not recorded, it is reasonable to assume that his reign maintained the administrative practices of his predecessors. The continuity of administrative practices was crucial for the stability and prosperity of the Old Kingdom, ensuring the smooth functioning of the state machinery. Religious and cultural impact. Religion played a central role in ancient Egyptian society, and the pharaoh was considered the divine intermediary between the gods and the people. Djedefptah, like other pharaohs, would have been expected to uphold religious traditions and perform rituals to ensure the favor of the gods. Religious practices. The religious practices during Djedefptah's reign would have included the worship of major deities such as Ra, Osiris, and Hathor. Temples and religious centers were focal points of worship, and the pharaoh's role in religious ceremonies underscored his divine status. Although specific details of Djedefptah's religious activities are not documented, it is likely that he participated in and possibly commissioned religious rituals, festivals, and temple constructions to honor the gods and reinforce his divine kingship. Cultural contributions. The Old Kingdom is renowned for its advancements in art, literature, and culture. Pharaohs of this period were patrons of the arts, commissioning sculptures, reliefs, and other artistic works that celebrated their reigns and deified them. While there is no direct evidence of Djedefptah's patronage, the cultural milieu of the time suggests that his reign would have contributed to the ongoing artistic and cultural developments. Artisans and scribes during the Old Kingdom produced works that depicted religious themes, daily life, and the achievements of the pharaohs. These works not only served aesthetic purposes but also functioned as propaganda, reinforcing the pharaoh's divine status and the legitimacy of his rule. Historical context and broader significance. To fully appreciate the reign of Pharaoh Djedefptah, it is essential to understand the broader historical context of the Old Kingdom. This period, often referred to as the Age of the Pyramids, represents a zenith in the development of ancient Egyptian civilization. The Old Kingdom, spanning from the 3rd dynasty to the 6th dynasty, is characterized by significant advancements in architecture, administration, and culture. Djedefptah's reign, though less documented, was part of this remarkable era, and examining this context provides deeper insights into his contributions and the challenges he might have faced. The dynastic context. Djedefptah is generally associated with the 6th dynasty of the Old Kingdom, which was a time of both consolidation and eventual decline for ancient Egypt. The 6th dynasty is known for its attempts to maintain the centralized power that characterized earlier periods but faced increasing difficulties toward its end. The reigns of the pharaohs during this time were marked by internal strife, weakening central authority, and growing regionalism. These issues likely impacted Djedefptah's rule, contributing to the brevity and relative obscurity of his reign. The Old Kingdom's dynastic structure was based on a system of succession where the pharaoh's family played a crucial role in ensuring continuity. Djedefptah's placement in this succession is significant as it reflects the dynastic transitions that occurred within the 6th dynasty. The challenges faced by the 6th dynasty pharaohs, including potential disputes over succession and internal power struggles, would have shaped Djedefptah's approach to governance and administration. Socio-economic environment. The Old Kingdom was characterized by a well-organized economic system that supported extensive construction projects and centralized administration. The economy was primarily agrarian, with the Nile River providing fertile lands that supported agriculture. This economic stability allowed for the construction of monumental structures, including pyramids, temples, and tombs. During Djedefptah's reign, maintaining economic stability would have been crucial. The administration needed to effectively manage resources, ensure agricultural productivity, and facilitate trade. Trade was an essential component of the Old Kingdom's economy, providing access to valuable resources such as cedarwood, turquoise, and lapis lazuli, which were used in various construction and artistic projects. Djedefptah's role in sustaining and promoting trade would have been important for maintaining Egypt's prosperity and continuing the tradition of grand building projects. Artistic and cultural flourishing. The Old Kingdom is renowned for its artistic achievements, including the development of distinctive artistic styles and the creation of iconic works of art. Sculptures, paintings, and carvings from this period reflect a high degree of sophistication and craftsmanship. The art of the Old Kingdom was heavily influenced by religious beliefs, and it played a crucial role in reinforcing the divine status of the pharaohs. During Djedefptah's reign, the continuation of these artistic traditions would have been expected. The artistic and cultural output of this period was closely tied to the religious and political agenda of the pharaohs. Artistic commissions often depicted the pharaoh in divine or heroic contexts, serving both a religious purpose and as a form of propaganda to assert the pharaoh's authority and divine right to rule. The legacy of the Old Kingdom. The Old Kingdom's decline was marked by a period of instability known as the First Intermediate Period, which followed the end of the 6th dynasty. This era was characterized by political fragmentation, with regional rulers gaining power and the central authority of the pharaohs diminishing. The transition from the Old Kingdom to the First Intermediate Period represents a significant shift in Egyptian history, highlighting the challenges faced by successive rulers. Djedefptah's reign, as part of this transitional phase, reflects the broader trends of the Old Kingdom's decline. The challenges of maintaining centralized control, managing resources, and addressing internal and external pressures were significant for all rulers of this period. Djedefptah's contributions, though less well documented, are a part of this complex narrative. Archaeological discoveries and research. Ongoing archaeological research continues to provide insights into the lives of lesser-known pharaohs like Djedefptah. Discoveries in various sites across Egypt contribute to our understanding of the Old Kingdom and its rulers. Excavations of tombs, temples, and other structures can offer valuable information about the administrative practices, religious activities, and daily life during Djedefptah's time. Recent archaeological efforts have focused on uncovering additional evidence related to Djedefptah and his contemporaries. These efforts include analyzing inscriptions, studying material culture, and exploring previously unearthed sites. Each discovery helps piece together the fragmented historical record and offers new perspectives on the contributions and challenges faced by lesser-known pharaohs. Challenges and legacy. Despite the lack of extensive records, it is possible to speculate about the challenges Djedefptah might have faced during his reign. The Old Kingdom, while a period of great achievements, was not without its difficulties. Issues such as resource management, internal strife, and external threats were persistent concerns for the pharaohs of this era. Internal challenges. Managing the vast resources required for monumental construction and maintaining a centralized administration would have been significant challenges for Djedefptah. The construction of pyramids and temples demanded substantial labor and materials, necessitating efficient administration and economic stability. Additionally, maintaining the loyalty of regional governors and officials was crucial for preventing internal dissent and ensuring the smooth operation of the state. External threats. While the Old Kingdom is often regarded as a period of relative isolation, Egypt did face external threats from neighboring regions. Trade and military expeditions were conducted to secure resources and protect the borders. Djedefptah, like other pharaohs, would have been responsible for safeguarding Egypt's territorial integrity and maintaining its influence in the region. The enigma of Djedefptah. Djedefptah's reign remains enigmatic due to the scarcity of concrete historical and archaeological evidence. Unlike more prominent pharaohs whose legacies are etched in grand monuments and extensive records, Djedefptah's contributions are less visible, making it challenging to piece together a comprehensive narrative of his rule. This lack of information has led to various interpretations and theories among historians and Egyptologists. Some view Djedefptah as a minor figure whose brief reign did not leave a lasting impact, while others suggest that his contributions may have been overshadowed by subsequent rulers or lost to the ravages of time. Conclusion. Pharaoh Djedefptah's place in the annals of ancient Egyptian history is a testament to the complexities and gaps that often characterize our understanding of the past. Despite the limited information available, his reign during the Old Kingdom highlights the continuity of pharaonic traditions and the enduring legacy of Egypt's ancient civilization. While Djedefptah may not be as well known as other pharaohs, his role in maintaining the administrative, religious, and cultural practices of his time, the importance of even the most obscure rulers in shaping the history of ancient Egypt. As ongoing archaeological discoveries and research continue to shed light on this enigmatic figure, our understanding of Djedefptah and his contributions to the Old Kingdom will undoubtedly evolve, enriching the tapestry of Egypt's illustrious history.